Dear viewers, welcome to this reading. This reading is for all Leo, and it's for the month of June, a little bit over 2026. I hope you'll enjoy this reading, my dear Leo. This is all a general reading, all about different areas of your life, every area, everything you need to know, without just concentrating on just one area, everything you need to know for the month of June, a little bit over. I hope it helps you see the truth, see what's coming, and see where you're at and what are some of the most important messages the heavens or the universe want to convey to you. Okay, now that we're ready, I'd like to convey my best wishes to all of you, each and every one of you, my gratitude, my best wishes and blessings to every one of you. Thank you all for being here. Let us begin with the first and the most important message. We're going to take two messages. I'll be cutting just once for every Leo. So here we go, the truth. And the truth is that you are going to be given a lot of power, a lot of strength, and a lot of courage to overcome a major ending. There is an ending, and this ending is the unicorn's about, it's like the death card. It shows ending of a situation. A challenging situation comes to an end, and then you're decluttering and cleansing and detoxifying your life. You're reaching to levels of happiness. This could be to do with a family situation. And there's going to be major transformations, but you are given the power and the strength to move forward from this onwards. Let's take on two messages from this deck to see what is something on your mind that needs, like a question that you keep questioning and you want an answer to. The whole truth, two messages for every Leo. Okay. So I've got two and I've got three. Oh my God. That's never happened. Here we go. So the first thing says the situation will improve. This situation will improve. That's really good. And then it says meditation brings you answers. Meditation brings answers, which is very true. And then finally it says there will be recovery. There will be healing. So even though maybe you might be grieving the loss of a situation here, there could be a possibility of grieving the loss of, but it's all going to heal ultimately. So that's wonderful. Let's take on some tea leaves and see what else is there for you, my dear Leo, for June onwards. What do you need to know? Okay, so we got the seahorse connected usually to Pisces. It is also about family, and it's about family matters. It's about freedom, and it's about this year 2026 also. We've got the ink pot, which is all about problems that might be resolved. We've got the gong, which is all about an amazing event that's going to take place. Oh, I've got plenty. That's enough. Yes, we've got plenty. Oh, the unicorn comes twice. There is going to be an ending. There could be a funeral. Somebody could be passing. The unicorn usually is about death and purification, death and rebirth. It is also about endings and changes in life, where you leave a place and go somewhere else, and it is also most of the time it is also about loss. So we got the unicorn twice, and the last time we saw something of death twice was actually in Scorpio. I saw two caskets, which was really amazing. So anyway, the unicorn, decluttering, cleansing, and somebody passing, and you're moving forward. There will be recovery. You will grieve and then move forward. And the ink pot is about problems that are going to be resolved. They are going to be resolved. And there will be information coming to you how to resolve them. They'll support. The gong is about an exciting event, something wonderful that will take place. So there's also the positive. And the seahorse is about family matters, situations to do with family. It's about freedom. And it's about July, something happening in July. It's connected to you, my dear Leo, and also to Cancer. People who have Cancer in them. And also the Chinese zero, the horse, and it's the seer. So we've got all that out of the way. The next thing is two messages from this deck, and I will cut only once for all Leo the truth. We got one, and the second truth is this one here. Feeling trapped, unhappy, at the mercy of circumstances. You're putting your foot down and fighting for your rights and setting boundaries. And these boundaries are going to be finally giving you the winning that you need to be released from anything that's being too binding or too restrictive, and something too controlling in your life is going to come to an end without a doubt. And now we're going to take two messages from this deck, because they said the situation will improve. You see that? That was the first card that came. in regard to something that you're not happy with. The situation will improve, and it is improving. Now the next truth, and there it is. Wow. Overcoming obstacles. And those of you who have Cancer in you, like Cancer Leo, obstacles coming to an end. This card came for Cancer. If you've got Cancer, if you're a cuspy, have a look at the Cancer reading. There's going to be a great victory, overcoming all obstacles and all the problems. And that's what this is, the inkpot. Now, the inkpot is also sometimes, it shows that problems will be resolved through communications, through news coming in. It could be this event, something happening, this incredible event with the gong, could be news or an event happening that could resolve a problem. But all these challenges, obstacles are going to be removed, and there's going to be a great victory. Again, this is the Chariot connected to Cancer. So July, Cancer is there very strong. Somehow might be all connected. Release from someone that's got Cancer in them. You could have, you could be a Leo with Cancer. But there is a trip. There is a possibility of a trip. There's a possibility of moving forward. But there is a great possibility. No, it is 100% victory and release and freedom. And July here all over the place. July is going to be impacting you on a grand scale. So now that we established that, I'm going to take 2 messages from this deck here. Let's see. The truth for every Leo. That's just too many. Even though the golden clover was there. But we're going to wait until I get proper. Okay, I'll take 3, but not 4. No, they're 4. So let's put this. This is again connected to the endings. I can take 1 more if possible. No, that's enough. Okay. So it shows here that you might be going through rough patches. You might be needing money, borrowing money. You might be going through some sort of a financial pinch, but being low on cash. But things are going to get better. You're reinventing yourself. Even if there's no work now, that's for a reason, happening to overcome challenges perhaps. You will be overcoming them. And many of you are going to be looking at careers in healthcare. So healthcare here, very strong. And maybe that is the transition that you might be going through. The ending to start something new, the ending for a new chapter. Money skills, investing, taking risks. You got to be careful. Don't take things at face value. Invest your money well. There is careers that are self-made. There's fame, there's exposure, there's reputation. There's a lot that's going to happen. If you are buying a business or thinking of a business, don't take any risks. Look at the situation from all angles. Let's have a look at 2 more messages for every Leo. And we've got the Sun, which is great news. We need 1 more. The Sun is your ruler, but it's also about abundance. It's about relief. It's about an abundant life. It's about healing, recovery. Like they have here, recovery. If you've been dealing with illness or somebody that hasn't been well, there's going to be recovery. The Sun is also about vibrance. It brings vibrance and healing. It brings success and vitality. It brings someone wonderful that changes your life completely. It is all about well-being, happiness, and abundance, the Sun. And a great new beginning, it says here, in this particular Sun. Now, the element of air is all about the truth, and it's about finally seeing the truth, understanding the truth, having a lot of clarity to be able to move forward. And also at the same time, something hidden that's developing, and you're not aware of it. That's going to be discovered very soon. There is a situation where you need to be alert. Gathering information is important, especially if you're dealing with something a little bit difficult. You might need bright ideas to put something, communicate something across. That's also the inkpot. But it's all happening for you, and something that's developing behind the scenes is going to be revealed very soon. It could be happening in July. Now that we established all of that, let's take a look at some clarification, especially the great victory that you're having. Let's see, what is that all about? And that victory could be happening in July. Look at the cards, how they came out. 2 of them. So you are going to be celebrating a proposal or a proposition coming your way within 3. So we're in May now doing this reading for June, July, August. Yeah, around August maybe, or maybe even sooner. July is all over the place. I feel like July something big is going to happen. There could be a proposal coming, and then after July you will start celebrating it. But there is celebration, and I feel like the celebration is connected also to the gong. The gong is about excitement, something exciting, an event, a situation that happens, and there is so much excitement with the gong. And all of a sudden there may be news coming out of the blue. They're going to be spectacular. They're going to be very helpful. to get you moved to the next level and to overcome your obstacles. Maybe something like a windfall, or somebody enters your life and says, let's do this and I'll support you with it. Like, something magnificent is happening, that's for sure. So celebrations and a proposal, and that could be part of the victory, because don't forget, we asked about the victory and we got this, and that's what you need to know. That's very important. Having that is just so incredible. A great victory and celebrating something magnificent, something incredible, something out of the ordinary. And the event and the gong is all part of it also. So that's that one. So moving on to the next level, which is the challenges and the obstacles that you're facing. Let's have a look at that. Are they financial? Is there more to it? Right, the great beginning. It's the past. It's to do with the past, and you're leaving the past behind you. You're saying goodbye to the past and starting a new life, a new beginning that brings you prosperity, a great new beginning that brings you healing, recovery from all that you're going through, and the losses and the grieving and all of that, the difficulties. You're starting a new life, a new lease of life that's going to bring you a lot of happiness. It's going to bring you compensation. It's going to heal you. It's going to be just spectacular. But finally, you're saying goodbye to the past. But there is prosperity that's going to overcome these issues that you do have. And there's many of you that are thinking of relocating. There's a possible for relocation. Let's have a look at the Eight of Swords, where you're feeling trapped, unhappy. I feel like that could be part of the relocation. Oh, wow. Money is going to be the reason for all of this new beginning. A great victory. There could be a windfall, because we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is about truth and victory. Could be a win, a lot of money coming out of the blue. And you know, it's amazing. In the Cancer reading that got the first card here, they got this card over here, which was to do with a lot of money, Seven of Pentacles. But it wasn't this card. It was in a different deck, but exactly this card. And I kept on saying that there's money coming, that you need to be patient. It's a drastic rise of money in your life, but you've got to be very patient how to deal with it, how to invest it. You've got to be careful and not take any risks at all costs. A great truth and abundance of victories coming, maybe not one and more, but a lot of truth that's going to give you a great deal of clarity. You are celebrating something big and major, the gong, the great news, whatever it is. It may be a great windfall. Have a look at your money reading and see what happens. What's happening there, Leo? Are they talking about a windfall? So you can play the lottery and use the lucky numbers. Always use them, because you don't know what's happening with them, why they came, why they were given. Everything has a reason. Nothing goes without a reason. So the beginning of prosperity is all over the place, and so is the great, possibly a windfall. The Ace of Pentacles can be a great windfall. It could be a great project. It is the beginning and the never ending of prosperity, or the long term rather, overflowing prosperity. Very important, this section here. Okay, so moving on to the next level. So you're overcoming this, and this being at the mercy of circumstances, you're leaving. A conflicted life, a conflicted situation is coming to an end, and you're going. Taking a stand and putting your foot down and fighting for your rights and winning with the Seven of Wands. What is that all about? Right, a lot of revelations. You see, it's to do with you being stuck. This is the card we're doing. This is fighting for your rights and winning. This is being stuck at the mercy of circumstances or someone controlling. Cancer here again, very strong. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. July. And also, I'll take one more. There is painful truth. It says a little bit of patience. It's all going to be over. You are going to have your stability. A lot of truth is going to be revealed. And I feel like July is going to do all the revealing. And this is going to be finally the reason you will see your path ahead. You'll be over. This is going to be over being restricted and controlled by others, or by circumstances. And a lot of a painful truth is going to release you. That's for sure. You're going to be moving forward, released from all of it. Now I'm going to take on two messages from another deck to see what else is there for you, my dear Leo. We need two messages for every Leo for June. We got one. Oh, no, sorry. We got two. So end of deception. And probably that's the end of past also. If there was anything that was deceptive there, or somebody that wasn't being themselves, or you were dealing with some deception, it's going to be over. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship or partnership. Somebody wasn't being truthful. That's going to be revealed. We've got the moon revealing everything for you, and then a new passion ignites with someone completely different. all your heart, allow your heart and your soul to sing with joy because you're meeting someone wonderful. So that's great news. Okay, now I'm going to take some messages from the heart, your heart, somebody else's heart, things that are being said, things that haven't been said, things that have been thought of, important factors for every Leo. Maybe one more. Oh no, that's too many. No, two, it's okay. All right, let's have a look at all this information, and then I'll do the star signs to see who's coming, who's the passion, who you're dealing with, who's the support, who's coming in your life. All right, so it says, I hope you haven't moved on. Somebody wants to get back to you. They're saying, I hope you haven't moved on. It says, your kindness and care has changed me completely. Somebody that you have touched on a high level. Your kindness and care has changed me. And then it says, I am focused on my career and finances. I am focused on my career and finances. It says, I spy on your social media. I spy on your social media. It's interesting. I feel jealous when I think about you with others. I feel jealous. This is also when people are jealous, they do the spying on the social media. And sometimes it's just missing. You want to keep up with people that you miss and you don't want to let them know you miss them. That could be also another factor. I've known people who do that. Okay. The next level is this level here, which I'm going to go through the star signs and find out your soulmate, who's coming, this passion. Is it a twin flame? What's going on? Now, remember, my dear Leo, just so you know, your soulmate is someone of earth energy and water. Your twin flame is earth with fire or water with fire, okay? Anything else? And also, there is a twin flame that is air and earth, okay? That's a twin flame too. So let us go and start seeing who our Leo is with, what's happening, who's coming. Okay, so we've got Taurus here, we've got Cancer. Cancer is all over the place. So that tells me many of you are dealing with Cancer, okay? The truth, every Leo. There's Sagittarius and Capricorn, so earth, and then we've got fire, which is you, that comes over here. So again, and that's Sagittarius, by the way. Fire and water is a twin flame, like Cancer with Sagittarius twin flame. Okay, so we've got Uranus, which is air, and earth, Capricorn. Uranus, air, with fire is a twin flame with Sagittarius, with Aquarius, twin flame. Let's keep going. We've got fire, Aries, where's the fire here? And then we've got Aquarius. I'm going to keep taking out until at the end I will refine and see the majority of Leos who's coming in your life. That's why I do this. That's why I take my time and I take so many to finally get the truth out for you and minimize it, refine it so that you can finally have the truth. Okay, so we got Gemini and fire, Leo. Let's do this fast. Truth for all Leo. We got Capricorn. Capricorn is very strong, and that's your priority in twin flame. And also, if you put a bit of water, it becomes your soulmate. Mercury, which is Virgo, Gemini, and we got the moon, which goes here, the ruler of Cancer. Cancer is the strongest here for the majority of Leo. And we got Virgo, Capricorn, and Scorpio. We've got Scorpio and Pisces. The truth for every Leo. Scorpio, so a lot of water energy, I can see that. And then you got Libra. And then we've got Leo and Pisces. Yeah, there's a very strong twin flame energy around with Leo and Pisces and water. Scorpio too. Sagittarius and Aquarius. Aquarius is strong too. Let's keep going. And then we've got Scorpio and Aries, fire. Whoa. Here we go. Truth. Leo. Aquarius leading the way in the air energy. Aquarius is very much needs fire more than anything. And they do connect with Leo on a grand scale. Aquarius does a lot. Capricorn is another one that is part of the strong soulmate connection with water. Truth for all Leo. We've got Aries and Pisces. Let's move on. Water energy needs you a lot. They need Earth, but they need you a lot. Venus comes here and Pluto over here. Now all the Libras are Libra. There's one Libra, two Libra. So these two Libras are not Libras alone. They are Taurus Libra. So that's been established with Venus. Moving on to the next level. Sometimes it tells me like every Venus again. And yes, no, I'll leave that. Forgot what I was saying. Mars, Aries. Let's continue on. A few more messages, two more shuffles. This is one, and one more shuffle will be over. Pisces, and this is it. Now this is the finale. Another Capricorn, and now one last shuffle. Last shuffle. And we've got Gemini, we've got Venus, we've got Virgo, we've got Gemini. Okay, and that's the end. Now what I'm going to do is just have a look at the Earth energy and see if there's Mercury here. Because if there is Mercury, that means it's Gemini. This Virgo will be a Gemini Virgo. But I just want to be sure. We've got Venus, which is all to do with Taurus, Libra. Taurus, Libra are very strong here. Capricorn, there's Mercury. Okay, so since Mercury is here, Geminis will all end up here. If there's any Gemini here, it's all coming. Yes, there is another one. Okay, so Gemini, Virgo, and then we've got Capricorn. Strong Capricorn. Love that for you because it's a very steady. Yes. Okay, so we're going to start talking first about the Capricorn. Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Capricorn. That's hardly ever happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that always happens. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 Virgo, Gemini. So the leading one, number one soulmate is Capricorn. For the majority, 2, 4, 6, 8 Capricorn. So the majority of you will be dealing with Capricorn as a soulmate when there's water energy. So there's water with it, soulmate. If there's anything else with it, it becomes a twin flame. Okay, and then you've got Taurus, the second one. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yes, second on the ladder is Taurus Libra. Not just average Taurus, it's a Taurus Libra, half. They're very strong together. And then there is Virgo Gemini as the third one. So for the majority of you, that's why I do this, so that it can be refined. The majority of you will be dealing with Capricorn being a number one earth energy. And then comes the water. Let's have a look at Pisces. I feel like Scorpio, Pisces, but let's be sure. Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, there's only 2. Pisces, there is 4. And Scorpio leading the way. Scorpio is always very strong with Leo. And if you are with a Scorpio that has Capricorn, you are with a soulmate, absolute soulmate, without any doubt. Unless they've got excessive water in them, then that becomes a bit destructive, because water with air doesn't go well. So the next one on the ladder, first on the ladder for each and every one of you in regard to water energy, we got Scorpio. Second comes Pisces, and then third comes Cancer. There's only 2. So the majority will be dealing with Scorpio. And second, Pisces. Okay, now we come to the fire energy, which is like yourself, and usually it's a twin flame. You get attracted to each other very much. Fire goes well with fire. Let's have a look at Aries. I feel like Aries is going to be very strong here, or Leo. Leo is going to be leading, or Aries. Let's see if I'm right. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Okay, Sagittarius, we got 4. There's 4 Sagittarius. Leo, we got 4. And don't tell me Aries, we got 4. No, Aries is leading for sure. 2, 3. Oh, no, wait a minute. 5. Hold on a second. I just found another Sagittarius. So we got 5 Sagittarius. And we got 5 Aries. Aries and Sagittarius for the majority. You'll be dealing with Aries and Sagittarius. Either one, fire energy. And then second, On the ladder comes 4 Leo. So Leo is the second one. Fire energy here, very strong, which you put fire with water, becomes your twin flame. You put it with earth, it becomes your twin flame. Now, as for Aquarius, there's many. There's 5 Aquarius. That means a lot of you are dealing with Aquarius. A lot of Leos do marry Aquarius. A lot of them, they go in business together. Very strong, both very powerful energies. Aquarius always needs, air needs fire. And fire does need air to thrive and to expand. So you do well together. It could be a very strong twin flame connection. Aquarius is also there, and sometimes it's family also. So that explains all of that. And that is the end of your reading. Now you know who's who and what's what, and that puts an end to it. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. I wish you a wonderful weekend, I was going to say, but I will say I wish you a wonderful weekend if this is, time.